Welcome everybody to the USD campus. We are here for the USD Toreros versus the Concordia Eagles. I'm here with the legendary San Diego legendary coach Dan Kolts, and I am Dominick Gomez, and we're reporting live in a beautiful day in San Diego. It's going to be a fun matchup, so we're getting started right away. Coach Kolts, what do you think about this matchup?
You know, I've been coaching down here in the MCLA D2 for the last few years, and you know, this is a big matchup. I know when I was at USD, we circled this one every year as a must-win, and we never won it. So
you can't win them all.
No, but I will tell you that talking to the players and the coaching staff before, you know, from both sides of the ball, they are fired up for this game, and it's not one to be taken lightly. I know Concordia, you know, they're number 2 in the country right now.
Number 2 in the country, and USD is number 18, and they're actually 1 and 2 in their conference right now. So this will decide who's number 1 and who's number 2 in the conference, because it's going to have playoff implications. This is my favorite part of the game right here, lining up, seeing your opponent, shaking him down, and getting fired up. I love this part of the game.
Gomez, as a former goalie,
yes,
what's it like walking down there shaking hands with that other teammate?
You know, I'll tell you this. There's nothing better, because the goalies go first. There is nothing better than cross in between. You have your defense is there pumping you up right away. Your team's there, and you get fired up. So it's a great experience. And you eye up your opponent, you know. But it's a great experience. So we're getting started right now.
All right, we got face-off starting up here. Concordia's guy he's dominating the league right now. He's 54 to 56. So I think for USD is going to need to dominate and come up with some ground balls.
There's another one for him. Oh, let's see if he pulls it up. There you go.
All right, Concordia's ball. They got to clear it out of their defensive side here.
You know, face-off such a key part of the game. I mean, those are possessions. That's you can. I mean, they're obviously ground balls, but that's a swing of a game. If you can win 10 more face-offs, that's 10 more possessions, and a nice little clear right there.
All right, they're coming down the field. They got the ball through X. You know, just so people down at home watching, Concordia showed up about 10 minutes before game start, so they are real fresh right off the bus. They pretty much threw the ball around for a couple minutes and got going.
So Concordia, known to be a run-and-gun team. USD, not so much. I think they're going to want to slow it down a little bit. Concordia's going to want to go hard.
Yeah, Gomez, what I'm thinking here is, you know, for USD, is they're going to really need to control the tempo of this game, and it's not going to be a fast tempo. We got a dodge from X, heads up.
And a quick goal from number 1, Jonah Rinaldi? We'll call it Rinaldi. And he just beat his guy with speed on that one. Just right off the bat, came up. You know, as a defensive-minded person, the defense has to get in on his hands right away and tie him up. He can't let that offensive player dictate. But nice drive by Jonah Rinaldi.
Yeah, he's a senior attackman. He's been a great player for them.
I think he's a freshman. We'll get back to you on that.
There's Concordia face-off win again, and this is going to be a part, you know, if they're going to score and get the ball back every time, USD is going to have a hard time. So
calling out their set, they're getting into their motion. You know, I really like the way they kind of set up their offense. You know, they get very deliberate, and they drive when they want to drive, and then they go at you pretty hard.
Yeah, you can tell every drive, they're driving for purpose.
Ooh,
nice save.
Nice save.
Nice save, keeper.
That was a time and place shot. That guy had some heat on it, and nice little save. USD trying to clear right now. 25, my big boy Connor.
So USD brings it down, and they'll probably slow it down here. They got some pulls down there and get their O out there.
So USD, let's talk about their offense because they got some real offense on their team. Two in particular guys, Drew Harvey and Chase Torquist. What do you know about them?
Chase is a freshman, and he's, from what I've heard, threw the ball away there. It's going to be Concordia ball coming down on D, or offense. Looks like they got some numbers, and they slow it down. So, yeah, back to their attack. Their attack's really good, Gomez. They lost one of the best MCLA players out of California in a long time, Aiden Kennedy, last year, and replaced him with a freshman that's putting up some great numbers right next to Drew Harvey, who's a junior this year. So they don't really feel like they've lost too much there, but I think where they're hurting is midfield. And Concordia tries to feed the crease there and just doesn't get that look.
I really like the way these guys drive hard. That's a little bobble there.
Oh, got a break going the other way.
Let's see what they can do. If
awesome
they can convert
shift
on this.
Ooh, off pipe. Nice transition to a shot there. Great for USD. They're going to need to get those.
That was a nice little shot right there by Chase. Unfortunately, did not go in, but you got to have backup on that one also. Easy clear for Concordia.
One thing I've noticed is clearing and riding. Just kind of feel like, it's, coaches have put more importance on getting your D on and your O players on there and kind of just let teams come down.
I agree 100%. What I will say is I think the new rule changes with no horns, quick starts, all that has actually helped the game. And it emphasizes good transition right away.
Shot.
I think that the pace of the game is increasing, and I agree with you 100%. I think coaches forget that aspect of the game, the special teams aspect, and it's you can create turnovers. And usually if you get it, nice take again.
Number one again, so that's his second goal of the day already, coming in.
And again, like coming from behind and just turning that corner really quick, they got to put a fast guy on him, and they got to get to GLE before he does and make him turn backside, or else he's going to have that all day long.
Now that's 2 unassisted goals for Concordia, and I personally feel if you're going to make a team work for it.
Yeah. Those are just athletic plays that Rinaldi's making, and he's just burning his guy. Bryant Hernandez, they put out the pull over there, Connor.
Yeah, they pulled Connor up, put him on the face-off to see if they could, and it looks like they're giving him some trouble here.
Yeah.
Ball's still on the ground.
Double pull in that face. And, they caused some disruption, but Concordia still came up with the ball.
Concordia's pull brings it down. He's going to the cage.
He's going to let
that
rip. He wants
one.
Oh, not a great shot, but you know what? When that pull comes down, you got to let it rip sometimes.
They're finally getting him off the field. So far, Concordia, I want to say maybe 4 or 5 shots, and most of them coming from attack, moving the ball. Couple, from the wing dodges, but USD definitely needs to slide to number 1. He's their best player.
Well, they just switched them, and they put Grant Sampson. They put Grant Sampson on him, and Grant is a very athletic player. He's tall, rangy, very, very good athlete. We'll see if that matchup is a little bit better for them. I think it might be a better matchup for USD.
Looks like they're setting up for a dodge here. Good D, good D. You know, turning them around. You know, Zach's a freshman goalie, stepped in. They had 2 goalies come out this year. One of them got a concussion early, and I think practice, and it's been out all season. And this Zach has just stepped up. All I hear is great things about him.
Yeah, you know, the goalie's like that great position where there is no like prototype of there's no set standard on size or speed or anything like that. You know, they have big goalies that do great. They have little goalies that do great. And another big save right there. And he's a smaller guy, but he stands in there big, and he makes some nice saves so far.
You know, USD is going to, if their goalie is going to continue to make good saves like that, they're going to have to come out with some ground balls on the defensive side.
Good D.
And then, do you think this sun's going to come into a factor today? You notice
it will 100% come into effect. Anybody, whatever. Oh, nice little behind the back action by Ronaldo again, and another save. By Zach. And still Concordia ball.
Yeah. So and that's what's going to hurt USD. You know, the ball's got to get down. I think they've had one fast break, one offensive set that they threw the ball away. So
you can't give a team like Concordia this many opportunities. You got to really control that ball on your offensive end. I mean, you being a legendary coach that you are, what would you do at this point? Like, played a lot of defense so far.
Backside look.
Oh,
nice save.
Another save.
Nice backside look. We got a save, ground ball. Now let's see if we can get this down to offense. Now, right here, if I don't have the transition, I'm slowing it down. I'm going to give my D a time to, you know, catch their breath. What's the call? Offsides? Looks like we got offsides USD. So, like I said, there's little mistakes as soon as they're going their way.
What do we have? The ball starts over here. You know, it's those. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. It's those little mistakes. You can't have those, especially against a team like Concordia. You cannot give them, you know, second, third opportunities, and you need to capitalize on your opportunities. Without a doubt, USD is the underdog today, and if they're going to win, they need to step up and they need to capitalize on moments like moments on offense and minimize mistakes.
Another unassisted goal, dodged down the wing by the midfield. Now, I might be taking a timeout here. You know, letting my guys know it's the small things. It's it's the little offsides. It's throwing the ball away. Calm down. Let's get it on our O side. We can put the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah, I would not. It would not be a horrible timeout right now. I would wait one more. See what we do. They're going to double pull. Are they double pulling?
I do not see two pulls.
One pull.
I did not catch who scored that number-wise, but it was definitely from the midfield wing dodge. That was 22, Andrew.
22. And Concordia with another face-off win. You know, it's you at the very least, the team wants to go 50-50 with the other team. That way the face-off is a wash. At this point right now, Concordia is 100% on face-offs. That makes it that mountain that much more steeper to climb when if you're gonna try to win this game.
You got to stay on his hip, not let him get topside there. So I don't know what it looks like USD is going to stay man-to-man here. Looks like they got a couple matchups. They're trying to keep the ball out of their hands, but they might have to give Concordia another look at some point if they're going to let them keep the ball down there. Oh, nice shot. Nice ball movement on that backside dodge, getting it all the way to the backside.
It was a bit of a slow recovery on the USD side. Those backside opportunities, if you don't recover quick, those backside opportunities are going to be wide open all day. Rinaldi on, oh, nice save again. Rinaldi on a shorty. You know he's going on that all day long.
Right. We got numbers. If they see it, there we go.
Little bounce pass. I like the early move, and I don't necessarily agree with the quick shot, but.
No, you haven't had the ball down on offense. You're not taking that shot from 15 yards out. You need to slow that down, and like I said, give your D some rest there.
Oh, nice check. There you go. That's Connor. Connor's a great defensive player. Connor and Grant are their two best defensive players, and they're going to come at their guys all day long. So I like those matchups.
We got a timeout USD. So, you know,
that's one of those timeouts where I think Coach Parr probably called it before it got all the way down there, and then it just didn't get relayed to the refs until
quick enough.
Right,
and we've all had those.
We've all had those.
I have one from back in the day. The players still give me a little hype about. So
as they should. As they should. So a little background on Coach Kolts and I. We've known each other a whole lot, or since the 7th grade, 8th grade. Played against each other all through San Diego coming up. Honor to coach with this man, or to commentate with this man today. So you guys are lucky getting to hear this guy's not only his amazing voice, but also his knowledge. His knowledge is impeccable.
Just, you know,
and disclaimer, we both helped out USD last year, so that's a small disclaimer for everybody.
So if we sound like we know a little more about them, we probably do. And I coached there for the last 4 years, and I decided to spend time with family.
There's nothing wrong with that.
New baby girl at home, 2.5 years old, and so coming home after work.
She already runs faster than you too.
Yeah, it's not hard. But I mean, you were a goalie, so we won't bring up your speed.
That's why I played goalie. Oh, we got a flag down. It looks like on Concordia, illegal stick, I would imagine.
So this could be a 3-minute unreleasable if it stays at the table, or a 1-minute unreleasable, and the player can get it back and fix it. So let's see what the call is here.
Okay, so whatever it is, you got a man-up situation, right? What do you? Are you playing for a quick goal? I mean, it's.
You know, if I'm USD right here, I'm playing to put the ball in the back of the net. I'm not, if it's a 1-minute unreleasable, I'm not worried about trying to score 2 goals out of it. If it's a 3-minute, same thing. Let's just put it in the back of the net. If that takes us a minute, it takes a minute. If
I agree 100%.
It takes 3 minutes, it takes 3 minutes. But make sure this ball does not go to Concordia until that face-off.
I agree 100%. I say you got to get you got to put in your go-to man-up play. And get at the very least a really good shot off, and see if you could tie it up, or see if you can get a goal, get on the board. No.
So people watching at home, sorry about the clock here. Two technical things. There's no clock on the field, so we're kind of guessing. So we've shut our clock down to 0. We'll restart it for you in the second. And as soon as we hear a time count, we'll let you guys know. Dodging on a man up. This is. Hold that out. Shot backside.
So Concordia style, and they're like this on offense. They also like this on defense. They're aggressive, and they go.
So that ball went Concordia?
I think it was a
delay?
Yeah, I don't know. Someone's mad on the sideline though.
I would be. So I did not catch if that was a 3 or 1 minute penalty, but we'll know here in a second.
So it's Concordia's ball. And I'm confused right now.
USD's man up.
And why they're not covering everybody right now. So those ground balls USD's got to come up with. There you go. USD ball. And an easy clear.
So he's still in the box, so this looks like it could be a 3-minute unreleasable here. So USD turns the ball over again on man up, and they're, now they got the man up ride, but they're trying to clear through here.
Pull's coming down hard.
So they're going to probably get it through X, get their offense on.
And it looks like, did they kill the penalty? I think they have.
They're still...
I think they're all even.
Yeah, I got 6, so we're all even here. Good D down there.
Yeah, that's Grant.
Grant Sampson, a sophomore, pleasure to coach him last year. Just a great kid, like you were saying earlier, and
And he told us before the game he's newly single. So ladies,
oh,
Grant Sampson, swipe right on Grant.
Swipe right. Well, maybe he can focus on lacrosse.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know.
I'm all for players dumping their girlfriends preseason and picking them back up right when the season ends.
There you go. You got to prioritize. And a nice drive and a nice dump. Way to, that's just good. That's good lacrosse. It's
Number 12. That's Max.
Another senior.
Right there, defense, you always take the short path, and right there, USD chasing stick, going over the head, and, he just kind of tucked that and ended up in the right spot.
Max Satuski from San Clemente High School.
That is, Concordia is very California heavy when you look at their roster.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, there's great players out of California. They just need to stop thinking grass is green back east.
I agree.
Come out to our nice warm weather.
Yeah. And there's a face-off win for USD. And that was a double pull.
That's 2 times now they've double pulled the face-off, and the last time they almost came up with it, and that time it paid off. So
I think that's what they got to do. They got to get scrappy, and they got to double pull and get that ball in the deck. They're probably Bryant Hernandez is probably going to win the clamp on the face, and another goal and a quick break.
We got a transition goal. Number 7.
Logan Perry. Logan Perry from Dana Hills High School in Laguna Niguel. So the quarter should be coming to an end. I would love to see USD just come down, possess the ball.
Oh, we got a fast break off of the face-off.
Oh, nice save, goalie.
Look up, look up.
There you go. Oh.
That's Brandon Roush, senior. I've coached him for 3 years. He's a captain this year.
He's a huge Game of Thrones fan. Fun fact.
Fun fact, Game of Thrones.
And that's the quarter.
That's quarter. So we're 5-0 Eagles to end the first.
And we'll come back in a little bit. We'll take a little break. And we are back for the second half of this action. 5-0, Concordia Eagles taking the lead. Very good team so far. And what's your take right now, Coach Kolts?
You know, like we were talking about, USD needs to be smart, with the ball. I think they're finally, with that double pull on the face-off, have had some luck there. So if they can keep that up and, but like I said, they just haven't really been smart once they did get the ball on offense.
Definitely agree. We have one of our viewers, Pretty Boy Floyd, says USD not smart with passes. Probably agree with that. Pretty Boy Floyd, thank you for your comment. Keep them coming.
Yeah, guys, we're brought by TVX today. We got Shannon down here on the pole camera from the sideline. We got Randall up here running our audio and doing all that and running your clock. So anytime the clock's wrong, it's Randall.
Best in the business.
But, subscribe to TVX's
and a nice drive.
YouTube channel.
Yeah. YouTube channel. What was the YouTube channel again?
TVX Sports Video.
TVX Sports Video.
And there's some great things coming up there. TVX got some great stuff in the works.
Hit the subscribe button on that one.
Yeah. And I know they love to put together some good highlight reels. We also have some crews out in Arizona right now doing some hot games out there. So subscribe.
So Concordia, like the first quarter, comes out hot. Pushing the ball, taking a lot of shots right off the bat. Fast-paced game.
So that sun, not a factor yet, but I think that third, fourth quarter, definitely.
It might be the third quarter. I'm doing the Bear Grylls thing with the fingers, and I think we got about, I don't know, maybe
40 minutes.
Maybe 40 minutes until it's going to be a real problem.
Pretty Boy Floyd, maybe that's one of those passes you're talking about. But they do come out with the ball, so let's see if they can slow it down here, get their offense. And I do think it helps when your offense, which is the struggling part right now, is down on the coach's side, a little more control.
And Aiden Kennedy, their star offensive player last year, he's the offensive coordinator now. So he's kind of, running the show, kind of dictating what it is now. And I'm sure he's telling them to slow down a little bit, work the ball around, which they're doing. And let's get the right matchup that we want.
Come on. Got to have better, harder passes.
And a shout out to Molly Shea, watching from Singapore.
Singapore?
Wow. What time is it in Singapore? 8:30 a.m.
Good morning.
Good morning. Wow, that's awesome. I think that might be our furthest viewer, if there's someone further than Singapore. Another goal by number 12, Max Sitowski. I'm probably butchering that name, but that's okay. Max will forgive me. San Clemente High School from San Clemente, California. We got 2 for him for the day, right?
Yeah, he's got 2.
And that's a good, strong drive. It's a very textbook drive. Drive hard with your strong hand, and then just off-hit bounce shot. That's textbook lacrosse.
Yeah. So we got the double pull coming back. We got Connor Shea on the face, and let's see if USD can come up with this ball. And Concordia comes down, whiffs one. It's like Concordia's trying to get some fresh legs on the field.
Like
illegal substitution.
Was that the signal for that?
It
looked like he gave an elbow drop and pointed the other direction. So I don't know what signal that is.
I saw a UFC fighter do the elbow drop once. One thing I know that I'm not as a referee, but one thing I do know when I'm coaching, I know the call better than they do.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
But from up here, I don't know what they're calling. But if I was on the sideline coaching, I'll know the call.
You gotta give it to the refs. The refs have a tough job. They come out here and they do it for the love, and they're doing the best that they can. But yeah, usually they're wrong.
We got freshman Zach working it in here. Good shot, good save, and those are the looks USD needs. They just need to put that in the back of the net. Good hustle.
Yeah, great hustle by Casey Kindle from Avon Old Farms Prep School back east.
And see, another back east guy being real smart about his college decisions.
Well, he's from Tiburon, California.
That was just a breakdown of communication right there. USD trying to clear the ball, no one letting their guy know that there's man on from behind, and just, getting jumped. So it looks like Concordia's got their O on that they want. Looks like they're going to get going here on a dodge.
So it looks like USD zoned it up. And they're still sticking goals.
Yeah. You can't let a guy get inside on you there. You got to keep him down the alley, give him that poor angle, and when you let a guy get over the top like that with his hands free, bad things happen. That was 12 again, Max.
Max is having a day. So 7-0 Concordia. At this point, it's Concordia really needs to start working on, the things that are going to make them better. USD needs to start working on things that are going to make them better. You got to have some wins. If the game's not over for USD, you got to get some wins.
Right. And I think this is where, as a coach, you just need to start breaking this game down into sections and say, hey, let's work on getting the ball to the offense.
Yep.
And then once we get it down there, let's work on putting it in the back of the net.
Ooh, that's going to be a
push.
No push.
Like I said, I don't really know reffing from up top here.
Possibly another push from behind, but,
Maybe the refs need to get somewhere later. Got to have backup, and right there I think Coach Parr's trying to get some offensive players on. Zach's probably feels a little frustrated trying to make things happen. And now we're riding again, So
at this point, I'm looking to Drew Harvey right now to take over the game, settle the ball down a little bit.
Yeah.
And be that older, more mature player and take control.
Got offsides, USD, so we're going to go Concordia ball.
Oh, hard rip.
Off pipe. Your attack's got to be there.
Your attack has to have that.
There's no reason he should have been able to run over there and pick that up. You got to be on guys' hands, especially out there at 15 yards. That's Max. I think he's feeling it.
What is that, 4 for him?
Yeah.
Maximus. Getting after it. Just patting those stats.
We do have one of the bigger turnouts that I've seen in a while down here at USD fan-wise. So props to all the fans that made it out to our 70-plus weather.
Yeah, it looks Concordia heavy, I'm not going to lie. But a lot of good fans, which is always good to see. Concordia has a great following of fans. They have a really good program coming up right now.
Ooh.
There's the push.
Looks like USD got the push. Drew Harvey playing that smart. Looked like a dive to me, but we'll give a push.
I mean, it definitely was, but it definitely was a push also. I mean, without a doubt, it was definitely a push. So they got number 4, Chase, working from up top. What's your opinion on inverting your attack? Oh, he's on a shorty.
Let's see what this call. We got a push, and they're going to go back white ball here. You know, where you like to dodge from, I think, you know, midfield-wise and attack-wise, you know, if you invert and you can get that switch and get guys with a shorty, that's good. But at the same time, I think attack, from what if they've been playing attack their whole life, they don't want to drive from up top.
They feel more comfortable driving from behind or the wings.
Right.
But also,
all right. Playing 3 flies up here.
oh, way to split them. That's a little move. Find the open man. And a good shot.
Woo,
there you go.
Good work. That's Brandon Roush there.
Way to get on the board.
And
that's USD up 1.
right. And those are the things USD needs to do there, is come up with those ground balls all over the field, but also push it and make things happen right there. You know,
that's exactly. You have to come up with ground balls, and you got to push it, and you got to put it in the back of the net. This is a nice shot. Nice drive, nice shot. And it looks like we're going double pull again.
You know, we used Chase at some face-offs last year, and you know, when you can't win and you got a guy like this, and that's his job, is he's going to go out there, face off, and get off the field for you. You know, you got to have something, and if you don't have someone to match him, you know, you put a pull up there and hope for the best.
I agree. You know, face-offs and goalies are two key positions that, you know, it's tougher people to coach because a lot of people aren't face-off guys, they're not goalies, and they're absolutely necessities. If you don't have a decent face-off guy or a decent goalie, it's going to be tough to win games, to win the big games. You know, you could be a middle-of-the-road team, but if you don't have a good goalie and a good face-off guy, it makes winning those close games really tough.
Yeah. We still got fans rolling in, so.
We still have fans rolling in, and if you're in San Diego, come on down. 70-plus degrees. Beautiful USD campus.
Good defense there.
Nice slide. Looks like USD's back into a man-to-man defense. And a
nice
stinger.
Backside look into the crease there.
That was number 21. Is that 21?
Yes, sir.
Brandon Mayo.
Welcome to the stat board, Brandon. Nice rip.
From Tesoro High School. Coto de Casa, California. Not been there.
Looks like we're around 5 minutes left here. And
again, we've had some clock issues, so just bear with us. If you're just joining us right now, our clock is not exactly perfect. We've had some the official time is kept on the field. We're keeping time for you just as a little added kind of estimation. But just bear with us as we work through it.
Concordia face-off win again, pushing it down. You know, they're
looks like goalie
looks
ball.
like USD ball on the backup on the shot. So now let's get that ball down the field, boys.
So,
ooh, good ride. They got about offside.
no, they got it.
They got it.
Connor's great with the ball. He can handle the ball. He's got good size, good speed, and he's got great stick skills. When that boy gets trucking, it's hard to stop him.
Let's get a hold there.
Yep, flag down, got a hold on the play. Should be coming back. There you go.
All right, so we're going to have a USD man up here.
So 30-second man up. Most teams have some 30-second quick hitters in their books. Let's see if they can pull it off. What Concordia does, though, they actually come out pretty aggressive on their man down and disrupts the rhythm. A lot of man-ups are rhythm-based plays, timing plays, and Concordia does a great job disrupting that rhythm.
Yeah, and you're right here on this man up, this is where your good guys are going to get open at some point, and you need to get the ball into their sticks for that shot. Talking to the coaches before the game for Concordia, they circled a few good players on the team for USD and said if they could get them out of the game, they knew they had this one wrapped up. And so far, I don't know if they've done a great job of that, but they've done a great job of keeping the ball on their offensive side.
And that's the key. That's the best defense right there. And there you see the aggressive defense on Concordia. And for USD, what they got to do is move the ball quick. Turnover USD.
Right there, you had a nice look on the backside from Drew Harvey looking for Zach, the freshman, on a nice shooting island right there, and just couldn't get the ball right in his stick.
And they got to get pressure on this ball.
Right, and they got to also, there's probably, 15 seconds left in this, so they need to watch that box.
Another good save by the goalie. Oh.
That was John that came up with that ground ball. He's a senior defenseman, been around for a while. He's an older feller, came to us out of the Navy about 3 years ago.
Was that John?
Yeah, that was your boy John.
God bless John. Served the country.
One thing Drew Harvey does really well, and it's just hard to coach, is if you watch when he's dodging, his eyes are looking the whole time.
If you're on his team, you got to have your stick ready to go because he's going to feed you. If you got an inch on your guy, he's going to feed you. Oh, that's got to be
That's another hold.
Yeah.
We got Nick Carroll on the call. He's been around for a couple years.
Nick Carroll. If you're from San Diego, you know the name Nick Carroll. He has been reffing from day one, and just a good guy, ambassador of the sport.
I had an opportunity to be a head coach on a freshman team back in the day, and Nick was my defensive coordinator. He brought his leather helmet out, his wood D-stick.
His leather helmet?
Yeah, and coached these boys up.
Are you being sarcastic
I'm
right
dead serious. We went and won a JV tournament.
What high school was this?
It was a mix between a couple LCC guys and some Tory guys.
That's awesome.
And we ended up beating Torrey Pines JV team in the championship. They weren't too happy about it.
You were a freshman team with some Torrey?
With some Torrey and
Lacrosse.
LCC freshmen.
Well, those are two powerhouses, high schools in San Diego, so I'm not surprised. And I'm sure they weren't too happy about it.
They weren't, and I'll tell you off of our freshman team, a lot of those kids. We had C.J. Small went to Villanova. We had Jordy Schaefer who went and won a championship at Tufts. So we had some talent, but
there you go. I thought it was probably coaching.
Yeah, definitely. Whoa, letting it rip.
Letting it rip off the face.
Let's go white ball. And USD's getting some rhythm here if they can put a couple in the back of the cage.
And again, it's back to what you said earlier. You got to get some wins, all right? So let's get a little win here, and maybe a little. Let's get one more goal. Ooh.
That's Peter on the ground. And I don't know if he was pushed or what happened there, but that was a good look inside.
Good look inside. It's tough to handle it sometimes on the inside,
Peter's a sophomore this year. I think eligibility-wise, a sophomore. And last year came out, wasn't too happy, wasn't starting right away, and we had a freshman go down, and he got his chance and ended up being a huge crease monkey for us. There's Concordia again.
Number 17.
You sure? Jacob.
That's what I got. Maybe not. Who knows?
Yeah. So comes Connor. And this is the thing about having to pull Connor up and then put him back down is, face-offs take a lot out of you. It's like a wrestling match every couple minutes up there. So, but he's a ROTC guy. He's in shape.
Oh, there you go. I don't know if we count that as a win.
I don't. I'm going to say nice face-off win by USD there with a little assistant from
Concordia?
Concordia.
And that's the half. So thank you very much. That's the half. Leave some comments at our YouTube station, which is
TVX Sports Video at YouTube. Subscribe. Let's get you guys up there subscribing. I'm a subscriber, and I see some great lax up there.
Love it.
So.
All right, we'll be back in a little bit. Thank you. And we are back for a face-off. Concordia is still up, and you know, we might get this, they do the double pull again.
Got to jump that pole down there, attack. There you go.
And USD comes up with the ball.
So that's where we're about, like, you know, 3 or 4 face-off wins.
You know, and that's it. You couldn't ask for a better way to start off the half. Get a face-off win, the little things, right? So during halftime, we got a couple more comments on the YouTube page. Ronnie Fernando, when you play Concordia, you're going to have a bad time.
Well, thanks, Ronnie.
Ronnie, and you know what? He's probably right now for USD, but...
And his email address is @concordia.com.
No, but that's it's definitely true. Ronnie Fernando. Concordia's a great team.
You know, Concordia is... You know, Coach Ryan Brent took over, I want to say 4 years ago. His first year did not look too hot record-wise. He took over a program that was kind of on the downswing. Whoa, and we got a swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
But
oh, that should be a push from behind, but I guess not.
But Ryan's done a great job of getting these guys back on top. After his first year, he turned around, I think, you know, and had a couple losses and had them in the national tournament every year. So he's doing great things over there.
Yeah, the school really supports their program, which is nice. It's a smaller school. I think it's about 1,800 students, and I would imagine the lacrosse team might be the biggest thing on campus. So good for them. And, yeah, it's great to have support from the school.
Yeah, and you look at some of these top programs on all the levels, most of them are, you know, definitely getting some support and from school if it's just not, you know, recognizing that they're a team and giving them some field space all the way down to some financial help.
Oh, and a stinger.
Great.
Number
7 coming down, letting that one rip. What's his second of the day?
Logan Perry.
But, yeah, like I was saying, you know, you really can see a difference in these programs that are school, you know, just supported and, you know, like I said, from just giving them what they need to financing. And, you know, not a lot of them are handing out scholarships, if any. And, you know, but, I mean, you look at Chapman. There's a program right there that school, you know, they treat that program at the top up there with their football and baseball program. So
yeah, Chapman's a great school. They have a Sonoma State alumni, Dallas Hartley, head coach there, won the national championship last year. Dallas is as good of a coach as they come.
Yeah,
so
he called me for all his coaching tips last year, and
yeah, so you won the.
Yeah.
Dallas is a good guy.
No, Dallas is a great guy. Actually played with him in high school. You had the opportunity of playing with him up at Sonoma, and then I have coached against him for too many years and on the bad side of it. So
Dallas is a great guy and a great coach. And a nice drive. And Ronnie Fernandez played goalie for Concordia the last 2 seasons. Ronnie Fernando. So it makes sense that he's a Concordia fan.
He's missing 2 seasons there somewhere. But, yeah, I mean, they've always had good keepers between the pipes. I know that. You know, and that's been one of their huge strong suits is that they've always had good keepers. And like we said, between face-off and that.
I like the style that Concordia plays. They play a fast-paced run-and-gun style, and that's how, my personal opinion, that's how the game should be played. They're aggressive on offense. They're aggressive on defense. It's a really fun style to watch. I'm sure it's fun to coach, and I know for a fact it's fun to play.
Yeah, and you know, one thing I haven't seen a lot of today, but the last few years, is they'll mix it up too. They're not afraid to get dirty and lay some hits if they have to. This has been a clean game for a USD Concordia game. Switching to his left, ball comes out, but great play there, great look. Good GB, keeping it down on the offensive side. Got Drew Harvey kind of quarterback in the offense down there at attack. You know, he's really bought in this year and kind of helped coach just as a captain and everything, keep these guys in line, and hearing great things about him this year.
Nice. And we have a goal. That was finish that.
Looks like Peter.
Peter getting on the board.
Yeah, Pete. Stash is his nickname.
He had a wonderful mustache last year.
Wonderful?
That's one way to describe it.
He grew one. Let's just say he could grow a mustache.
So we have another comment from Tyler Murphy. Aliso Niguel High School alums Connor Reed and Jonah Rinaldi showing their Wolverine mad skills. USD, nice field, sweet campus.
Great lacrosse.
We'll end right there. USD does have an amazing field, and they do have a great campus. It's actually a beautiful campus. If you ever have a chance to make it down to San Diego, you could probably see the campus from the freeway. There's a big tower on top, a bell tower, and it's a beautiful campus. One of the nicest campuses in the country. It's a great place to go to school. Great place to visit.
Yeah, their facilities here, all the way around, right above us here is their new renovated baseball stadium. They put a lot of money into. Big donors came in and took care of that. Padres even played a spring game in there a couple seasons ago. So
spring training.
Spring training
yes.
season. Yeah. So they're doing good things with their sports programs here.
They have a couple great taco shops right around the corner from here as well.
Yeah.
I love me a California burrito.
So would you go down to JV's down the hill? I'm going to say probably one of the biggest burritos in San Diego.
The surf and turf?
Yeah.
That's too much for me. It's a gut bomb.
Yeah.
But we got a little melee going. Coming up Concordia.
We had a great look inside and just kind of went right over there. Concordia with numbers, pushes it down low for quarterbacking that ball up top. We got...
I have no idea. Maybe offsides?
We have 1 refs, 0 Concordia on that play.
Timeout. Timeout Concordia. No timeout Concordia.
So right here, this is we're gonna go timeout Concordia on a dead ball. So let's see, maybe they're gonna come out and work on some 10-man ride here,
10-man.
Yeah, why not?
Let's get wild.
So one thing I was talking to Ryan Brent about earlier is just the focus of keeping his players focused. They don't play a huge schedule, and the hard thing he was telling me was getting quality games. You got USD, you got Fullerton, and he's picking up some other. But to get that quality D2 games, they had to go back and play St. Thomas. They dropped that one by 4.
St. Thomas Tommies. They rank number 1 in the nation right now for Division II. They're perennial powerhouse in Division II, always kind of at the top of the pile. And it was a good game. I mean, it was a 12-16 game, so it was probably a fun game to play, high scoring.
Yeah, and right now you're sitting with St. Thomas number 1, Concordia 2, and Grand Valley from Utah 3. And Grand Valley just dropped a game to St. Thomas also. So
the Tommies
are, they've definitely earned their number 1 spot up there. But it'll be nice to see Concordia lost to Grand Valley in the 3rd round last year to go to the championship game. So, Concordia probably wants to see them again.
Yeah. USD ranked number 18 right now. They got to jump up in the rankings a little bit to...
Yeah, they were at 16 a week or 2 ago. They had a tough loss to Metro from Colorado. And kind of dropped them down like a couple spots. But, you know, they got a couple more games in their season. If they can win those, hopefully they can get bumped up in there. But nice backup.
Nice backup,
Nice
Pete.
take by Brandon Roush.
Another take from Brandon. A little bit far out, but that's okay. We got backup.
Yeah, you know, that's not a bad take, especially going into the fourth quarter. Nice high rippers with that sun. But right now, they need to make sure they're getting the quality looks. Looks like we got a loose ball hold. It's going to stay USD ball.
And goal.
And we got a goal.
That was Pete.
Pete again from the drive from behind. Just
the moustache. So flag down.
Right here, move the ball. Look at, he's a good listener. So this is USD's probably third man up. So let's see if they can maybe solve something in those last few and know where they're going to look.
So they have yet to get a good quality shot off on man up. So if I'm USD right now, I'm telling the guys to spread it out a little bit and move the ball. So Concordia comes out aggressive, spread it out, extend them, move the ball faster, and get them extended out and get into your sets. Right there. See, they moved it. The guy was wide open. If they had a good pass, that's a clean shot.
Rip from backside Zach. We might need to change his nickname. He's always sitting backside with those rippers.
And we are now even.
Concordia comes up with that GB.
We want to thank all the viewers right now, 45 of you, not bad. Hit the subscribe button.
If you haven't already, hit it.
We got a lot of games.
Tweet it to your friends, Instagram, whatever you little bucks do these days.
Whatever's hip.
You know, I got off social media for the month of April. It's my birthday.
How's that working out?
Month, you know. It worked out great. Today's April 1st, so I'm really hanging in there tough.
Yeah. So, you know, I'm not this possession isn't horrible, you know. The USD, they haven't had great shots, but you know what? At least the ball's on the offensive end. It's going right back now, but it was.
Got a hold, stay in USD. Fans aren't too happy about it, but, you know.
Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. That's how the cookie crumbles. And Concordia coming back down. So right now, Concordia, they haven't had the ball in offense too much this half. Are you telling your guys stay on the gas, keep it going, Cobra Kai, never give up, or are you telling them to slow it down, work on some sets that they don't really get a chance to work on? What's your take?
You know, at this point, you know, it's 11-3. You know, for the most part, you've pretty much controlled the whole game. I think you start working on some stuff. Maybe you've thrown in and practiced a couple times, get some other guys out there that need to get some game time to get them up to speed because, you know, as soon as you know it, you're into the SLC tournament, then you're into the MCLA tournament a week and a half later, and those are quick games, you know, and I think one thing that smaller programs have is that depth. So you need to have some wheels that you can keep out there and keep your star players fresh throughout those games. So I think you try to get those guys up to speed.
I couldn't agree with you more. I think
good save by USD.
Yep, another good save. I think they got to keep on going, keep their foot on the gas, but at the same time, get some of these backup players in. I mean, it's the third quarter, so it might be a little bit too early, but let's see what some of these other second line guys can do, and just get them some game time, some live action.
Right.
Because you're 100% right. When come the SLC tournament and the MCLA tournament, you got to be able to produce. And a nice save.
Nice save, Zach. That's a hard save. As a goalie, you're taking a shot from a pole on the run there.
That was you want to score on old D. Gomez over here.
That's what you do?
Give it to a pole and let him take a little dinky shot, and it goes in 90% of the time.
At 30 miles an hour.
Yeah. I could not save a pole for the life of me, but hey, Nice save, goalie on the Concordia side. That was a great save. One-on-one with Peter. Turns around, makes that good save.
You know, that's where it's just sometimes it doesn't work out. And here comes Concordia back in transition. Looks like they're kind of, that's one thing. Concordia is always looking. Even though they're slowing the ball down here, their eyes are looking towards the dangerous areas, and if there's a guy open, they're going to get him the ball.
So we kind of talk about what USD wants to do. What do you think, Concordia wanted to do. What do you think USD should do right now? They're down some good amount. Is the game done? I wouldn't say it's done. But what do you recommend the team do now?
You don't get out of your game plan. For the most part, it was working. That first half, you just bad breaks on turnovers, some offsides, not winning the faceoffs. I think they've done a good job controlling the faceoffs the last few quarters. So I don't think you get out of your game plan, but at the same time, you need to try something maybe new on defense, push out a little more, take a little more risk. You have nothing to lose at this point.
Yeah, I agree. I think they the win for them right now is to keep on playing hard at the end of the game. The game's not over by any means, but definitely keep the intensity level up and see if you can get a couple wins. They're playing some good hard-nosed lacrosse right now, and if they can keep this up, I mean, this is another good possession that they have down on the offensive end. So they've had a handful of good possessions this half or this quarter, and you know, I think that's a win for them right now, and they just need to keep it up.
Yeah, I agree with you. You know, and they're getting looks. They're getting shots.
That's a good shot. It's a good drive and a good shot. I'm not gonna hate on that shot.
And we got end of quarter.
End of quarter.
So we're about 56 off on that one. We'll take a step away from the mics for a second, but send us some comments.
And we are back. Fourth quarter lacrosse. Score right now is 3-11. So you know, USD got a couple goals in there. Held Concordia Eagles to, I think they only had one that quarter or two. One. But you know, I like how USD came out. I like how USD came out in the half.
Yeah.
I like how USD came out in the half. They had some good possession. They showed some fight in them, which was nice. And let's see if they can come back a little bit. And for Concordia, I mean, I'm a big fan of the old Cobra Kai technique, you know, show no mercy, never back down, you know, sweep the leg, and just keep the foot on the gas and keep on going.
You know, and looks like Concordia might have made a switch in goal here.
And we have a flag down.
Well, that's one way to take care of the face-off guy. Hopefully he's not too banged up.
I wasn't too serious about the sweep the leg on that one.
You know, you got to watch what you say, kids. You know, they'll just do whatever coaches say these days.
It's a horrible joke. I'm sorry.
But
for all the people that had to hear that one.
But that is, you know, I'm looking west here, and that sun for that Concordia goalkeeper is going to be an issue. You know, you got 15 minutes. It looks like about 15 minutes, and that sun, the last 5 minutes, is going to be right in his eyes.
So this is the first, maybe second time we've seen Concordia's man up. Let's see what they can do. They have a lot of offensive power, so it's always nice to see man up from a good lacrosse team.
It looks like they're sitting in a wide 2-2, swapping in and out on the crease, running a little triangle on that backside.
Little triangle action.
A little bobble. He had that.
And not
ground ball.
Yeah, there you go. USC killing the man up.
Get it to X, you know, in this situation. Try to kill the penalty. Oh, great looks all over the place there and just didn't get away with it.
#21 Stinger.
Brandon Mayo putting some mayo on that one right in the top corner.
Couldn't resist. Could not resist. Oh, boy.
you know, that's just your typical transition down. D, you know, kind of lost, not picking up their guys. They got Connor back up, Connor Shea back up on the face here.
Going double pull.
Looks like they got number 12 coming out. So our old face-off guy, Bryant, is banged up. So hopefully he's all right. He's a huge part of their program. Got Zach coming up with the ground ball there for USD.
I think Bryant is okay. You see him on the sideline walking around. So he looks like he's okay. So the old ground ball pass.
It's a good.
No, I don't mind it at all. I think it's.
You know, there's a time and place, and the time is when the sun's in your player's eye, and it's safe. But other than that, throw the ball.
I totally agree. USD is quite the campus, I tell you. That's all I got.
It's beautiful here.
Oh, it's a good look.
Great look.
Got to bury that goal, but that's a great look. So finally, USC's offense starting to come around a little bit. You're starting to see some flashes. Oh, nice inside roll. Oh, nice save.
Oh, and they come back up with the ball there. So USD getting some shots.
So, and these were the things that they needed to do the first half. Get
right.
These ground balls, get these second opportunities. I mean, that was a great drive, and hopefully they should have capitalized on that. But they got the second chance.
Goalie standing tall in there. Took one off the thigh.
I think that might have been the old baby maker.
Oh. Looks like timeout USD. So right here, Coach Parr is probably going to just bring them in. They're getting their looks. They're getting it down on offense and telling them to hopefully calm down and run their offense. You got to stay in your offense.
And, they're getting some good looks this quarter. So I don't know if USD called that timeout. I don't know if I would agree with that one right now because they're getting good looks. But Coach Parr probably knows something that I don't know, so it's probably a good timeout.
So Gomez, you used to be the coach up at Sonoma. What years were that?
Oh, well, I was an assistant coach from 2005 to 2005 and 6. Took a year. 2004 and 5, took a year off, came back in 2007, 8, and 9, I want to say.
Okay. And where do you, you've been around California and lacrosse for a long time. The level, you got Chapman, wasn't really a program or wasn't a top program when you were probably coaching and playing.
Yep.
So, but your powerhouse is Santa Barbara, Sonoma. They're kind of still right in the mix, but.
Yeah. So
a lot of new programs.
It's interesting to see the shift, the shift of the tides. You have your Chapman really coming up in Division One. ASU's looking great. Cal Poly's looking great. Cal's actually looking really good.
Yeah, they're having a great season up there.
And the development of the Division Two's actually been pretty impressive. I mean, teams like Concordia is a top-notch team. They could definitely beat a bunch of Division One teams. So it's really cool to see that. Obviously, being at Sonoma, I'm a homer, and I'd love to see Sonoma always win. But it's also great to see the sport expand and to see other teams kind of step up. And it's been great watching the explosion of the MCLA and Division II and all these other teams. So I think it's a great opportunity for a lot of people to play high quality lacrosse in California or in these non-traditional places and compete at a really high level. So I think it's awesome to see what's going on right now.
Yeah, and don't run to Vegas and bet on this, but there is some rumors of Concordia looking towards the D1 move next year or the year after that.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
And, and just from the sources I've talked to, I asked what the move is because I think they're a solid D2 team. They would be a solid mid-level D1 team right now and probably could grow, your recruiting by going there. And what their move was, and they just said quality games.
I look at Concordia, and I see a lot of similarities to Sonoma back in the day, where Sonoma, we were a small school. We had some capabilities to get some kids into school or help them get into school at the very least. And we had some support from the school. We had some great coaches, and we did a lot of recruiting at the time. And I see some similarities with Concordia. Being a smaller school, probably able to get some kids in, support from the school itself, and they're running a really good program right now. So we'll see if they go Division II. They'll have their hands full without a doubt with Chapman, ASU's of the SLC. But
yeah, they'll be throwing right into probably one of the toughest conferences in the MCLA.
I would say top to bottom. I mean, the Rocky Mountain Conference is probably up there, but the SLC, the WCLL, and the Rocky Mountain are the top 3 premier conferences.
Right.
And you win that conference, there's a good chance. One of those 3, there's a good chance you're the #1 team in the nation.
Right.
So they'll have their work cut out if they make that jump. Are they good enough to play? They're definitely good enough to play and hang in that division. We'll see if they can make a splash. I'm sure they will.
Right, and I get what they're looking at. They can drive down the street 5 minutes, play, Chapman, USD, UCLA, San Diego State, and then you got UNLV, all there. So there is a lot more quality play in their conference and division on that move. But, they will be missed in D2 if that does go fruition.
Yeah.
Got to move the ball. Whoa. A hold on Concordia is going to come back white. Great call by the legendary Nick Carroll.
Legendary Nick Carroll. I mean, if I was Concordia, though, I would be playing all those Division I teams right now. And I know it's probably tough for those. There's no reason for those top-tier Division I teams to schedule Concordia. They have a lot. They have more to lose than Concordia has to gain, so it's kind of tough for them to do it. But I'd be doing my best to schedule all those guys as often as possible.
Right, and even if it's you don't even start your regular season till late because you want to go scrimmage those guys. You got to do it, and I'm a big fan of especially for USD. Like, you got a 12-3 game here, but at the same time, this game's better than playing a team that's not going to give you trouble. So, you learn a lot.
For USC, this is a great game because it gives them a barometer of where they're at in terms of the league. I mean, Concordia is the best team on the West Coast right now for Division II. So it's to see where they're at. At 11-3 going into the fourth quarter, it's not a blowout by any means. And another huge save by Zach, the goalie.
Yeah, he stayed really tall in there today, and just, he's doing great between the pipes. I know they were
from Myers Park High School in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Wow.
There you go.
But, USD knew they were losing their goalie and had no clue that a goalie was going to show up this year, and they lucked out with Zach walking out and playing for him. Oof. Kind of a force feed there inside, and that's, and this is, USD needs to take care of that ball.
Ooh, nice handle. Nice handle by #1 Jonah Rinaldi. And good finish.
Hang a hat on that one. That's his hat trick for the day.
That's his hat trick. Look at that. He came out hot in the beginning, kind of cooled off. I think they made a switch on him, and then there you go. I'm at 3. 3 for the day. Good for you. That sun's got to be an issue right now for the Concordia goalie. USD's got to get some more shots on. They have been pressuring the ball and they have been possessing a lot better. So they just gotta bury that ball now.
You know, and that one thing, I was a big preacher because I played, coached a lot of games at this field and at this time of day is shoot your shadow.
Shoot your shadow.
So, you know, you can see those shadows are really long now, so you know that sun's dropped and it's in the goalie's eyes. So, you know, a nice hard wing dodges down that right side and shoot.
Oof. Ill-advised pass. So, you know, if I'm Coach Brent right now, we got a flag down, a little brush slash on the face, I think. If I'm Coach Brent right now, I'm telling the team, hey, you got to focus. It's getting a little bit sloppy out there. Focus. Let's finish this game strong. That's the sign of a disciplined team, is finishing games strong. You gotta focus down.
Oh.
And a little garbage goal right at the end, number 14.
Jonathan, that's his first for the day. Hey,
there you go.
Get him how you can get him.
El Toro High School, Lake Forest, California. And again, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe button. What's the?
TVX Sports Video.
TVX. What does TVX stand for?
TV Extreme. You know, that's a good question for owner Ted Bendrick out of San Diego. He's been around doing some filming for a long time. Got his start in soccer, and you know, back in about 2008-9, moved over to Lacrosse and's been doing some great things.
Yeah, if you want Ted TVX to broadcast some of your games, give him a call directly on his cell phone, probably. No, don't do that.
His phone number is 555-555-55. No, but look him up. You can get to him through his.
And another goal by Concordia. I didn't get that number on that one, but quick goal, number 12. And that's a 5-banger for our good friend Max.
Max having a great day out there, and you know, 5 goals is hard to come by. If you know, most coaches, and I think it's just kind of the breakdown of the game, but you need to be noticing that. Ted at tvxvideo.com.
There you go.
Hit him up.
Ted at tvxvideo.com.
And live broadcasts, as you can see, is coming through. You know, all kinds of different packages right now. They're out in Arizona running a 2 or 3 camera crew, sideline reporters, all that. You can see that over at the SLC site. But stay here with us. There's no hurry. I think that game starts at 7.
Hit the subscribe button. And Concordia's got an offside, so let's see if we can get a good shot off. And we do not. But we got another offsides, 30 seconds. So let's see if we can get a quick hitter in there. You know, again, you know Concordia's going to come out aggressive on their man down. They have been all day long. Spread it out, move the ball quick, find that backside, and just dump it in the goal.
I will say the USD coaching staff really upped their looks this year. They went with the khaki pants, matching shirts.
Well, they got rid of you and I, so didn't get rid of us, but we moved on to this, and we're not very good looking, so they got better just by that alone.
Oh. But yeah, so, you know, right there's another man-up play by USD. Just, I think that sun got in the player's eyes and missed that pass down low. should be getting a hard man-up ride here. Oh, nice look, goalie. So USD is going to have 2 games left after this, April 8th and the 19th. So they got some time, clean some stuff up, and if they can take out UCSD, they should be able to get into the SLC playoffs. And I used to break down my seasons into seasons, and you don't even talk about the national tournament until you can get to your tournament. And right now, all they should be worried about is winning those games, getting into the SLC, and then turning it on there. They get a chance to see Fullerton again, who they lost to by 3, which was a tough-fought game.
Yeah, USD's finishing up with UC San Diego and San Diego State, so a little in-city rivalry. And it'll be a good contest. UC San Diego, a division game, so obviously they need to take care of that for playoffs. And then San Diego State's a Division I team. They're coached by Jesse Foss, who is a local San Diego Lacrosse Canyon coach. Lacrosse Canyon has been nationally ranked year after year, and done really well in the past. And he took over San Diego State, and it's always tough taking over a team for the first year. And I expect really good things out of that program in the next couple years.
Yeah, I think he's going to do a great job over there, recruiting-wise, all that. Not that, Charlie Jackson wasn't doing a great job, but, I think sometimes it's fresh blood getting in there and changing things around that just kind of freshens things up. But, yeah, Jesse will do a great job there.
Oh, we got a little extracurricular. And a Concordia player down.
So no flags on the field that I see. So maybe just a little jaw-jocking.
It's at the end of the game sometimes, you get kind of frustrated. And
looks like he's jumping up pretty quick here.
Yeah. It's always good to see them bounce up and walk off the field on their own, so it's good for them.
Sean Tackman for Concordia.
Sean Goodell. Good.
Looks like he's got a lot of assists on the season, a few goals. 6 and 23 to be exact. We're getting down. We just crashed that 3-minute mark. Like we said, that clock might not be exact. We're trying to keep it close, but I would say we're within 30 seconds. So lucky for you, it's not a 1-goal game. That's when that clock matters. Gorgeous sunset here at University of San Diego Toreros Field. Looks like Concordia is just trying to slow it down, use this clock out, and get out of here healthy and back on the bus to northern San Diego. Back on the bus up to Orange County. They'd like to be northern San Diego.
And it's going to be interesting to see what Concordia does down the line in playoffs and in and that's the game, ladies and gentlemen.
That clock's way off. We're going to blame Randall.
So we want to thank Molly Shea in Singapore. We want to thank Ronnie Fernando. He put his stats online, so thank you very much for that. I want to thank Ty Murphy for your comments. Really appreciate it. Danny Kolts, legendary.
Thank you, Dominic Gomez.
It was a pleasure. Let's thank our...
Thanks Shannon down there on the camera. We got Randall up here running the switchboard for us, and
subscribe
TVX Sports Videos.
Email Ted.
Email Ted at tvxvideo.com. Thank you guys for watching, and catch us on the next one. Signing out.